Do you think that it's healthy for students to be taught that their history of their country is, good rather than, systemically racist and evil?
No comment.
Hey guys, it's Will with Texas Scorecard, and today I'm at Texas Tech University where we're asking students what they think about critical race theory being pushed in different programs. Let's get to it. How solid of an education do you think you're getting here at Texas Tech?
Pretty solid. I mean, I've rarely had a professor I didn't like. I feel like they're definitely all trying to teach us something. They all seem really enthusiastic about what they're teaching. So, yeah.
How solid of an education do you think you're getting here at Texas Tech?
I think very solid. I really like what I'm learning here for sure.
I think I'm getting a pretty solid education. I'm just blessed to be here and be on this great university. So I'm really appreciative of everybody that's here and that's helped me through my time here.
I think I'm getting a really solid education. I've gone to community colleges as well, and it's definitely more of a challenge and definitely makes you think a lot more than a small little community college that I went to back home.
I think it's really well-rounded. I mean, I also went to community college, and then I went to another university in Texas, and I like it here. I think the professor's really nice, and yeah.
Were you aware that the school is pushing things like critical race theory in certain programs like architecture?
In architecture?
Yeah, architecture and human resources. They have tons of materials that they're pushing.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about architecture, but I am a human sciences major, so I did know that. Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's a good part of education to be teaching critical race theory?
I honestly do. I don't really see the harm in it. I mean, basically, it's just explaining why minorities don't have as many opportunities and can't get ahead as much as majority of white people. So,
do you think it's good that it's taught that the United States is systemically racist?
I mean, I think it's slightly more complicated than that. I think a lot of it is we have systems that they've been in place so long that they are for majorities and not minorities. And I think, there needs to be awareness about that so we can change things.
I haven't really experienced that. Haven't really been taught that. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think the more we're exposed to, the better off we are for sure.
Do you think it's, unfair or wrong that students are taught that their country is systemically racist in CRT, or is that not a problem for you?
No, it's not a problem for me at all. I think as long as we're getting exposure from both sides, and exposure from all angles, whatever your opinion may be, and especially when it comes to marginalized communities, I feel like we need to be exposed to more stuff, how we can help uplift and promote Black, Indigenous, people of color. I absolutely think that's not a problem for me whatsoever.
Were you aware that certain programs like architecture and human resources are pushing things like critical race theory in the programs? Were you aware of that?
No, I was not.
What do you think about that?
No comment.
No comment. Understandable. Do you think that it's healthy for students to be taught that their history of their country is, good rather than, systemically racist and evil?
No comment.
So have you seen a lot of that? Have you seen a lot of, things like critical race theory in different programs like that? Speaking of a certain program?
Personally, I have not, and I'm not very well educated on critical race theory, so I don't have any real opinion on it. So, I mean, for me, it's a no, but
we've talked about it a little bit in my English and my psychology classes, but it's more so in classes where it's focused on that versus classes where it would just be something to be brought up kind of thing. So if it's built into curriculum, yeah.
You guys think that it does. You guys think we should be taught a really good, solid, pro-America history of our country? Or do you think that it should be injected with things like critical race theory, stuff like that?
I think it should just be all around. We shouldn't have just an American perspective on everything. We should be able to look at it from a Soviet perspective of World War II, you know what I mean? So we don't get all kind of brainwashed over, America's the best. I mean, we're really good, but I think other countries are good at stuff as well. So we need to be aware of that.
Yeah, I think a lot of history books you read, it'll kind of give this singular perspective of patriotism. And it's like we need the whole entire picture kind of thing, not like cutting out the maybe less favorable parts of history. Because you can still be patriotic while recognizing that like maybe we didn't always do the right thing.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today. Until next time.
Texas Scorecard is the place to learn about Texas politics. Be sure to click the bell, like this video, and subscribe if you believe in citizen-driven journalism. You can also go to texasscorecard.com to read all things about Texas. Texas Scorecard, real news for real Texans.